What's going down? Heart of Texas Media Network, any and all things Texas. This Suge Knight podcast is set to blow up. It's already blowing up. It's already doing numbers. But this Suge Knight podcast, if you haven't checked it out, is history in the making. It really is. Shout out to Breakbeat Media. Well executed podcast so far. And Suge Knight is not holding back. And Suge Knight has always been articulate, and he's always been in the mix, and he's got a credible story to tell, and he's telling a lot. And in the midst of this, he was given the platform to really show love to Texas, some Texas legends like Lil J, J Prince. Well, Big Mike belongs to New Orleans, Louisiana, but we adopted him as well. He made his bones in Texas, so he's a Texas product. Mr. 32. Mr. 32 is a legend. If you don't know Mr. 32, you need to do your research on Mr. 32. Legend. Well-deserved props from Suge Knight. And without further ado, I'm just going to let it play. Again, shout out to Breakbeat Media. We're going to let this play.
The homies in the studio. You know where we got Big Baby from? 3-2. Rest in peace, 3-2. I had a group called the Convicts. Mike a motherfucker. He a bad motherfucker. It was on Rap a Lot. Yeah, the group was called the Convicts. It was Big Mike and 3-2. Not that cop kissing Big Mike, the real Big Mike. So look, 3-2 came in the studio. He said, look, man, I know y'all say blood. Some of y'all say cuz. Where I'm from in Texas, we don't say blood, we don't say cuz. We say Big Baby. And he started telling everybody. That's how he started addressing. What's up, Big Baby? What's up, Big Baby? Instead of saying blood or cuz. That's where we got Big Baby from. Not from our camp, from that motherfucker.
So how did the convicts, you had the convicts signed to death row, or how did they end up on Rap-A-Lot?
This is how the whole story happened. I'm glad you asked that question. Unknown told me about the convicts and said they was good. I said, man, I need these motherfuckers on death row. The convicts and death row, that's it. So I fly them out here. Lydia Harris told me, this is how I started talking to David and Michael. I was already talking to Dave. Lydia Harris came in and wanted to get some songs because she said she was singing. So when I had the convicts, Lydia Harris said her husband owns Rap-A-Lot. I'm a businessman. If this motherfucker owns Rap-A-Lot, I want the Ghetto Boys, Scarface. Scarface the baddest motherfucker in the world, so I want Scarface, you know what I mean? She said, well, you can talk to my husband. He the one who owns it. He ain't give it to you. The first time I ever met Lil J was at the Soul Train Awards in L.A. outside of a club. They said, it's the Ghetto Boys over there. I ran over there because Michael Harris told me he owns Rap-A-Lot. So I run over there and I get on motherfucking Lil J. I didn't even know Lil J. I said, who the fuck is Lil J? That's Prince now. Everybody, Lil J tell me it's me. I said, hey man, you gotta give me Rap-A-Lot and give me the Ghetto Boys. Lil J looking at me like I'm crazy as a motherfucker, right? He said, man, that's my shit.
Shout out to Jay.
I said, no, it ain't.
That's my man.
Right? And Lil J, that's the motherfucker who really helped me from day one. Lil J said, man, Michael Harris do not own Rap-A-Lot. I do. He said, man.
So Michael Harris, for those who don't know, if you don't know, you sleep. But Michael Harris is Harry O. If you ever heard the name Harry O, that's who Michael Harris. And it's been well documented between Harry O and J Prince, their differences and grievances and disagreements, and a third party is verifying the truth that J Prince has maintained over the years. And it's just, again, another example of the groundbreaking podcast and information that Suge Knight is coming out with. It's just it's dope. It's dope. It's interesting to see. Let's continue to let it play.
Matter of fact, Michael Harris is a rat. That's why my homeboy doing all his time in prison, he set my homie up. So I take Lil J word and I go talk to David Kenner. I say, hey man, I'm gonna stop fucking with y'all, talking to him at all. He don't own Rap-A-Lot. Lil J say he's a rat. He didn't want to send his homie to prison doing a whole bunch of time. That's how we all stopped talking. So the convicts was signed. It was rap a lot. Let me show you another thing, right? This is what you got to understand. These people have been kind in the industry for a long time.
And then he continues on. He talks about another deal that Harry O tried to con Jay Prince out of, and Suge Knight was in the middle of it. And so, again, anything that highlights Texas and Texas artists and Texas history, Suge Knight is very credible. He's right there in the middle of history. So, again, it's very interesting and entertaining to be able to see all this unfold with Suge Knight giving his account of history, hip hop history, Texas history. So shout out to Breakbeat Media. Y'all check out the podcast Collect Call with Suge Knight. Peace and blessings.